Hi everyone, welcome back to another video and thank you again for joining me here with my playthrough walkthrough live reaction. So we are picking up where we left off. Last time we finished exploring the Tower of Zot. We ended up destroying the tower, kind of a little confusing there at the end because apparently the core had a human limb trapped inside it. Don't know what that's about, I'm sure we'll find out. But the tower in Thannar has now officially disappeared. We rescued everybody inside it thanks to Graha weaving a levitation spell. And last I heard, we were being kind of helping move all the Arcasadora from the island and going to go ahead and get them treated. It's probably going to take a while because there's so many, but here we are. We're back here on the shores of Thannar with Claire, who's looking very happy right now. And we have Thancred directly behind her, so we're going to move on to the next quest. So, the Jewel of Thannar. Thancred is rested. Okay. Had enough rest, have you? You never were one for being idle. Right. Vashar's bade us come to the Mega Duta at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there once they finish tending to the prisoners. Wait. On second thought, you and Astidian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. We left Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me then. The guardsman at the gate should let us through. Oh, it's so nice not having that ugly tower there anymore. Let's move on. Okay, so... does this mean we're actually going into the city proper right now? That would be really nice. I'm sorry. I mean, as much as I love that mount, it feels really slow for some reason. Yeah, this one feels a little... I know it's the same speed, but for some reason it just feels slower with the Mana Cutter. So let's go ahead and just skip along. It's cute anyway. I love this mount. Just ignore us. Oh, it's so beautiful here. I just love like these green and lush kind of lands. Oh, wow. It's so pretty. I guess that's why I like Ilmeg so much. I'm only sorry we don't have reason to go there as often as we used to. Alright, so we got a crowd already. Thank you for waiting for us, Estinian. Tower gone. I expect the state of alert will be lifted. Ah, honored scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry stationed at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. So we're going into the city proper. Please say yes. Yeah! Alright, I love this. I've been to Radz-at-Han before. This place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best ask for directions from the sentry at the fountain. Lead the way. Don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Oh, good! He's gonna be, accompany us! Oh, I love this. First, we should see you got the sentry in the front of the fountain. Yeah, we get it. Is it that tough to be around people, Estinian? You don't want to talk to us. Name of the fountain? No idea. Do fountains normally have names? That's a good question. I mean, I suppose they do, but at the same time they don't? That's a good question. Oh well. Oh, it's so much color. You know what? Let's go ahead and just grab all the Etheric Shards. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think about 7. Tentative Radiant. Mistress Claire, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the Vrtra. If you require directions to the Megaduta, I should be glad to provide them. The Satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, the highest point of Radz-at-Han. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city north, but due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the Aetherite disabled. Damn it! As such, I will provide you with an alternative path. First, please ascend the steps next to this fountain and continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge at Paxa's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive at Reduda Fibers. Within you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough. So, I have no idea where I'm going, but look how pretty it is! Let's just have a quick look around. It's not gonna kill anyone. Oh, that's the main Aetherite too. I mean, I know what he said, but I'm gonna try it. I'm just stubborn that way. Damn it. Well, no one can say I didn't try. Okay, so... What the heck am I? I'm confused. Trying to find my way around this place. Oh, when you sprint, they sprint with you. That's nice to know. So just go up, they said. Okay, I'm going up. Look at these buildings! You don't see buildings like these every day. And I love it! And here we go. Etheric Shard. It's at least 2 of them. I think there's another one back the way we came. Yeah, so this next part just really me going to be running around the city making comments on how pretty it is. So if you want to skip forward, I'll go ahead and leave a notice here when to skip forward too. Oh, I would love to visit the city in real life. It's so unique. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. I have to get up like at every single day and be at work at like 1 a.m. It's not fun, especially since it's like peak season. Normally I take an Etheric Shard back, but I can't because then we lose a Stinian. I didn't think we'd fall that far. Oh! It's the right way? No, we can go down this way too. That's confusing because they look like they're one way. I have no idea where any of this stuff is or what it's all for. I don't care. I was told that the role quests are supposed to be taking place in this area. I don't know where it is, but just that the role quests aren't going to be unlocked until you're, I think they said about halfway through the game at level 85. I don't know about that. Yeah, I've asked my free company not to give me any kind of spoilers. They like giving me hints, unfortunately. And while I appreciate the hints, I really don't want any, so that's kind of the reason why I disabled my chat, so that I don't get any more hints. So it's not that I don't love you guys, it's just that you're a bit too chatty for me right now. Once I finish the game, then you can go ahead and chat to me all you want with all your advice and everything. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so I think there's about 2 left. Let's go ahead and just add sprint here, make it easy for us. This place looks oddly familiar. I'm guessing this is the Vitra's Abode. I can't pronounce the name half the time. I wonder if Astinian's annoyed with us already. Because every time we stop, he just sort of stands there with his arms folded. It was like, what are you doing now? I really think they make like a really good team, like the Warrior of Light and Astinian. Like to think that that little like side quest, like a job quest when we were learning Lancer was going to lead to such a great character. I've always kind of figured that the twins, Alphino and Alize, see them as like an older brother and sister, or maybe like older brothers or something like that. The older siblings, we'll just say that. The two of them are like their older siblings who they are inspired by, they want to be just like someday. I think that's really neat. Though there's definitely more than a little bit of a crush there, especially when it comes to Alize. Like, it's almost kind of at an alarming level, like how much of a obvious crush that she has in the Warrior of Light. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Watchful Radiance. Head into the Mahaduta, are you? In that case, please follow this half hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find the workshops of Ruvada's fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way. A bit late for that! I just want to take a... I think we go up... She said to go up, so we go up this way. No, wait, no, not that way. We go up this way, then. Which makes sense, because we just came from that way. You're here for an airship. I'm afraid the flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Megaduta. Ah, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple, really. Ascend these steps and then continue straight ahead and cross the bridge. You cannot miss it. That noise, it's driving me crazy. Oh, what's this? That's Donma. I remember passing by here with Vashon. The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to hamcha myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. I think they're listening in and they're turning away. Squawk, squawk! Yeah, they're all turning away from Estinian. Like, they know what he said. Confusing as it is, you think they intended to make a maze out of Radz-at-Han. Gugane was flat, at least. If you became lost, you could head to higher ground to get the lay of the land. Yeah, that's true, but it was also built on kind of a grid, so it was like a square, really. Like a square grid, and there were a lot of long, like, alleyways and anything. That was kind of annoying. Here, it feels a little bit more open, believe it or not. So it kind of just goes everywhere. Greetings and welcome to Mahaduta. May I inquire after your business? Oh, it's a girl. We are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Ah, of course, we have been expecting you. I will show you inside the audience chamber, if you would please follow me. Yay, a cutscene! I always get so happy about that. I wonder what they're going to talk about now. Yay, he wasn't dissected or anything! That's good to see, Graha.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
He's so sweet. I just can't take it. He just gives me a toothache every time he speaks.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radz-at-Han.
It's no way that could be that simple.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
There's gotta be more. I mean, in the trailer we saw this whole place on fire. So it can't be ending well.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radz-at-Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Ooh, I noticed there was something wrong with his, I guess, not skin,
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Oh, I love this guy!
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply.
Oh, it's Heavenward's theme.
And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
It's beautiful.
'Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vrtra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Ooh, does he? I mean, I doubt it, but...
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company.
It couldn't have been that
He
easy.
alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydralin to whom we must look for answers.
Seek you to divine the will of this star? If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort. 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one?
That is a good question.
To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope.
That's Bastion.
He believed so long as Hydralin endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since.
Okay, that's another big mystery.
Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralin does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
And that's not easy.
Thank you, Vrtra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
I kind of wanted to hear more.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
She's cute. I cannot deny she's cute. Okay, I guess we're leaving.
Prithee, a moment.
Ooh. Who's sticking around?
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
Aww. Yeah, I only wish he could be here with us now. I know he would be happy to see him. I hope we see him later on in the
I
game.
know of his clash with Omega, and the long slumber which was his price. Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world.
Well, doesn't that make me feel all warm and fuzzy?
'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained amidst Godsummer's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For
Why?
upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe.
I'm sure I understand.
Amidst this tangled knot, thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease.
It means the story's never gonna end. Yay!
More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't want to lose anyone else. Oh, no! Please don't. It's making me emotional, and I don't like getting emotional. No. It's so mean.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Oh, I love you, Vitra. I really do. What an amazing character.
Ah, apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
Sure you didn't.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
So come on, really?
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Oh, that sounds really nice. I would love that. They're so cute. Oh. Oh, that was so nice. Why did he have to say, like, they're suffering because we exist is basically the whole idea, but really, we wouldn't be there if they didn't ask us to join the Scions, so it was really their fault. So if anything, we're swept up into the whirlwind of their existence. It's raining again? Jeez, it rains a lot here. Our apologies again. I hope we didn't force you to conclude your conversation prematurely. I guess now it's pretty much over anyway, I guess. So, what were you and Vitra talking about? None of your business. Nothing? Very well if you say so. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. Hey, the color of joy. Oh, we got some Archon loaf. Isn't that supposed to taste horrible, though? Tenet was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let's us return to the Mulberry Orchard. Mulberry Orchard? Oh, okay. I didn't know that mulberries came around here, but hey. So, let's head on down here. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as pretty at night, especially not in the rain. I understand the mulberries are for the silkworms, grown a stone's throw away from the Satrap's residence. Gives the quintessential Thanarian flair, don't you think? From here, we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. You don't have to make us stop and follow after you. You could just do that, what they did before back in Sharlayan, where they had us following after Alize and trying to keep up with her. They could have easily done that too. I guess they're just doing this to help us remember the way. The word Yul apparently means bind in the local tongue, and this district is so named because it connects all others in the city. If we manage to come this far, we shouldn't have trouble finding the High Crucible, or so I was told. Where the street turns, enter the door straight ahead, then descend the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Radz-at-Han. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where the store takes us. I have a feeling I'm going to be checking my map a lot while I'm here. Phew, it seems we're on the right track. And here's the Etheric Plaza. So far so good, and there isn't much further to go. From here, we just need to cross to the other side of the wall, then pass through the larger of two doorways. The High Crucible lies beyond. I suspect the others have already collected the warding scales. Come on, let's join them. Ooh, look at this place. This is interesting. Quite well now, I assure you. As they say, the stronger the taste, and stranger the color, the more effective the remedy. So it's probably pretty disgusting. With my body trying to replenish the ether I spent, however, I'm feeling rather famished. I think a sampling of the local delicacies is in order. Handmade cuisine would be a good place to start, perhaps. Yeah, now I'm hungry. Want something exotic now. As I heard it after you defeated Nidhogg, his scales found their way into the hands of the firmament artisans. I heard about that. Steeped in power as they are, it's no surprise that they were coveted. Still, it is a strange legacy for the vengeful worm. Nope, didn't mean to click on Alize right away. Oh well. We're last, of course. But at least we found the place.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count.
Oh, the theme!
Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Assuming you have a way to catch yourselves.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper.
Ah!
And strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
I like that plan. I'm all for that plan.
Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
You know, in our luck, they'll get stolen.
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidhana! She's okay! Oh, she's great. She's just so great.
Nidhana? You're awake?
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption.
Oh, way to go, Alize.
It seems I've been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
When are we gonna get our own Porksy so we can start doing this too, you know?
As you said, Nidhana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough.
Oh, a
All of
happy
you,
ending for now.
everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Havnir from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true?
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised they didn't tell you before.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas.
Oh.
It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
I'm starting to become a little teary-eyed myself. Ooh, the flower. Oh, it's gold now. It's like a golden yellow.
Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
Akasha?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory.
First time I've heard
Though
of it.
a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
As foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions.
Torn from the heavens.
Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion.
Why do I have a feeling that's going to be playing a big part in this
As a veteran
game?
of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities.
Yes, actually, that has happened.
That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense! You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Sharlayan then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the annex.
Sure, you can carry them all.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Yeah, I've never heard of Akasha before either, but I have a bad feeling it's going to be playing a huge role. They would not have dropped something like that in that early on without it playing a role later on. Since the others already left. The last thing I remember before being absorbed into the tower was you rushing towards me. You can only imagine the hardships you and yours must have had to overcome to rescue us. No amount of words will suffice to express my gratitude, but I hope the flower's radiant glow says everything I could. Oh, that's sweet. Alright, and back to Sharlayan. Had a lot of cutscenes in this episode, but I think we can go ahead and finish up this particular quest. Maybe one more. We'll do one more after that. I know that the others are going to be showing up as soon as we finish up here, so I think we can go ahead and keep playing until that point. It's through here, right? Yeah. Still sometimes get lost. Speak with Cryo. Hello, Cryo. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labor safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Thancred suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. Ooh, so we're getting more cutscenes? Looking back, Claire, Cryo's appraised me of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. Well, it isn't much. I've changed the sheets and plumped up your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone, be it penning a thesis or defeating deformed entities. So, would you like to take a look at your new and improved lodgings now? Well, probably gonna look the same here to me, but hey. Yes! Gonna be more cutscenes! Square Enix, you're really starting to spoil us, I think. Went back to being white, well, more of a gray color. It's a shame, I like the golden color.
Take heart and protect them well.
And who is that?
eaten yet, have you?
Oh, this is gonna be a
We've
fun
bought quite a
cutscene.
spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Oh, this is adorable. Oh, and Cryo has her hood down again. Thank you for that. Oh. Graha's finally getting to taste the burger of his dreams. I want a burger now. What is this? It's adorable. Oh, Mr. Prim and Proper.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Sharlayan cuisine is not to his liking.
That impression was spot on.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Sharlayan feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
Wow, I didn't know you cared so much, Alize.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Is that a dig at us now?
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Oh, we're actually holding a teacup. It looks strange, but I like it.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you're at least telling them what's going on now, Claire.
'Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidhana back in Radz-at-Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us.
There's the X-Arch coming
Rare
through.
and hard-won, perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Everyone's just giving him like a dead-faced look.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
I'm smiling so much it hurts.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume.
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Way to put it bluntly, Alize. I knew we needed you.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
Okay.
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
So that's why he took it.
Oh.
And now they all get it. Oh god, it's so adorable. Oh, nice little family moment. And they cleared their plates too. Oh, we need more happy moments like this. I love it. Ah, the moon again. Are we pushing on until dawn? I'm okay with that.
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
So nice to see them getting along. Oh! Oh, it's such a pretty color now. I'm guessing it means that she's happy. They're all happy now. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, what is this now? What are you up to now, Xenos?
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies?
Skins of your enemies.
Or... well, never mind that.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if he did,
I come
but...
to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes... questionable.
Questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is... equal.
Equal, it's probably the nicest thing you could say.
Equally tedious. Equally disappointing.
There we go.
The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
He has such a way with words.
But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow, until the void yawned once more. And then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before.
Okay, he's obsessed. We already knew that.
Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
Oh boy, he's just so obsessed. It's kind of freaky.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Really? Is that true, Fandaniel?
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting too was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
I don't like the way that sounded. But already they are starting to paint him in a very different light. On Wings of Hope. Okay, I think that we had enough for right now, but that was great. That really was a fantastic story so far. And we're still in the very beginning stages. We're still just learning everything. So I'm guessing that next up we're heading straight off to Garlemald. I mean, it's kind of sudden, but I'm pretty sure that means that we're heading off to Garlemald. And I have no idea what's going to wait for us there. So, yeah, that's going to be it for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. This is going to be Fantasy Girls signing out. So, bye-bye.